mean, I feel like we hear that across the board with most patients that we see, but I would say we see it very commonly with dysautonomias because, again, patients are dealing with such a multitude of symptoms that seem like they're attributed to different systems in the body.
Yeah.
So they're being shuffled around from specialist to specialist, and all their labs are normal, so nobody can figure out what's going on. So it must be anxiety. And then same thing, we see that with patients after they've had concussions, right? And maybe we're just running an impact test that's looking more at cortical function, and they're missing balance, eye movements, autonomic function. And these patients are now having anxiety that they otherwise didn't have before a trauma. I think very common after vertigo. What do you think, Dana? When else what other patients do you see it with?
I think we talk about it a lot with our chronic pain patients, right? So like huge with migraines, right? Pain is, it perpetuates itself again. So the more efficient your body is at being in pain or being dizzy or, whatever, it's just like it's driving that system. And yeah, if you wake up every day and you're in pain, you're dizzy, you're this, you're that, or the other thing, I would feel anxious. You know what I mean? That would make me feel anxious.
Yeah.
Is that the anxiety that's causing it? No, there's got to be something else driving that factor. But I will say there is also cases where you have extreme anxiety that does mimic a lot of symptoms like that. And to your point, it's not just anxiety, right? And that's where I think we can help patients navigate too, is like, is this is anxiety the true driving factor to why you have these symptoms? Or is it this vicious feedback cycle where you have these symptoms, so it makes you feel anxious, and then you feel anxious, so it makes the symptoms worse. Yeah. And it also does go, the other scenario is real, right? Like physical symptoms of anxiety do really exist for people too.